Hi, my name is Kalia, and I'm sister number 2, also known as the second oldest. I study psychology, and I'm minoring in peace studies. Some people don't know what peace studies is, so pretty much peace studies is pretty much studying how to dismantle an injustice system peacefully, obviously. So that's what I'm studying in. My occupation is I am a student activist. Literally I get paid fighting against the system. So pretty much what I do to define more of what I do, I talk to students, I talk to faculty staff, executives like chancellor, provost, and I organize events. I help young students register to vote. And this is election year, so make sure you register to vote. So that's pretty much what I do. I get paid literally meeting people and setting up events. The power of social media and the news media has shown us the dark truths of this country that America refuses to teach us in grade school through high school. Now, here we are, a little older and a little wiser. Though we know more than we do then, we are just standing still. But no more of us just standing still. My hobbies is I am a plant enthusiast. Obviously, you're not seeing any plants behind me because they're just two, closet door and then... No, that's the closet door. That's the closet door and then that's my regular door. But I have plants behind this camera and then a lot of plants in the living room. So yeah, branching off of that, I love gardening.
Lenaya mi Kalia cha gotsa teati le dasino hojo ma zhong chichua chaku tia moi tu cho i tia ja pe nyon da no.
I am currently not gardening in the spring, this incoming spring at least, because I'm gonna be really busy. But I did garden last year and there was a pretty good harvest, and it was my first time gardening, so that was really cool. I love tea. I drink tea every day. I usually drink decaf tea just because I don't really like how caffeine affects me. I love cooking. I try to cook other foods that I've never cooked before. Trying to learn how to branch my cooking skills. I love binge watching shows and movies. Show I just finished watching was You, season 3. So I just finished watching that. Took me like a couple weeks just because I watch other things as well. I love reading. I love reading memoirs, scary stories, true crime, and Hmong folklore. I usually read Hmong folklore on like a Facebook page, like Hmong scary stories. I don't know if you guys know. And what I'm currently reading right now is A Serial Killer's Daughter. I'm like a little over a third in on that one. I love collecting knickknacks. I feel like I have so many hobbies. I love collecting knickknacks. So like, I love collecting no-face stuff. There's another no-face thing over there. These are my AirPods, no-face. Yeah. Branching off from that, I love thrifting. It's not that all of my knickknacks are thrifted. It's just I love thrifting. I mainly like thrifting books because sometimes I'll get a book that's like 79 cents, but on the market it'll be like $40. So like it's, that's a big save. So I love thrifting just because it's so good for the environment and it's just pretty much recycling products. I love noodles. I eat noodles more than I eat rice. I love carbohydrates. I love bread and I love potatoes. So yeah, I love carbohydrates. I'm actually an introvert. People find that kind of like surprising when they see me because I talk to people. Like, I'm not afraid to talk to people. It's just I get really drained after talking to people. So it's not that I hate socializing, I just don't like how it drains my energy after talking to people for like hours. It's fun. It's just then I go home and like have to sleep 10 hours because this is just a lot of energy. My life goal is to move to Washington State and live self-sufficiently. I've been planning to, I've had this goal in my head for the past couple of years. Not exactly Washington State, but just living self-sufficiently, pretty much like growing my own food, growing my own poultry, cattle, etc. And just literally living away from people and like being alone with like possibly 5 to 10 dogs, and like that's how I actually really want that kind of lifestyle. It's just so peaceful. So pretty much my future goal is to find peace in myself and in my life. I would have to say the ending. It's just because every time there's an ending, there's incoming beginning of more adventure. And I love hanging out with my sisters. They're amazing people. And every time we make these videos, it just brings us together, and it's like a diary of vlogs full of all of our experiences together. So that's why I would always say I love the ending. It's kind of like after watching a really long show and you watch a good ending. That's how I would explain it. It's kind of branching off from the previous question, but I like to not fight with them. Even though I love hanging out with them, I don't like fighting with them just because sometimes we fight for the dumbest things and it's just a waste of my energy and I just don't like it. I love all three of my sisters, like they're amazing people, but Choua is like we have the closest age range, and she's also like a second mother to me, so that's why I would say she's my favorite sister. But I do love all my sisters like very closely. I love them to death. So while we're editing this behind the scenes, I was editing or reading my script, and I said I want to go to a haunted house. Not like a haunted house you'll find at a Halloween party, but like the Winchester Mansion or like an abandoned asylum, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. But it's like, I kind of really want to do it. It sounds really fun. It's just because I don't really get scared of spirits. So that's why. Seng knows, but it's this one. Obviously, when you obviously there's nothing there, but Seng will edit it in. But I love all photos of Ethiel. It's just because she's such a beautiful dog, and she is the love of my life because I love her. If you have any, I think that's all the questions I've already answered, but if you guys have any questions or anything you want to know about us, just like comment on the video and we'll answer it. I think these questions pretty much kind of explain what kind of character we are, or what kind of personality we are. So yeah, I don't know what else to add, but I think that's it. I don't know how I'm supposed to close this. We didn't talk about this in our last meeting, so close.